Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 5th of October we've got cracking ITV racing on Saturday, 8 races in total, the best of the action from Ascot, Newmarket and Redcar. The ground, well, it looked like being really testing at the start of the week, but I think the weather forecast sort of Friday, Saturday's been fine, and I think things will start to dry out, possibly quite dramatically. I'm thinking probably sort of soft, good to soft at worst at all three tracks. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap. This goes in the 1:30 at Newmarket. It's a 1 mile, 2 furlong fillies handicap. I think everything's in place here for Whisper to return to winning form. Now, she's a very likeable performer. She's won 6 times in her life. She comes from a yard, Marcus Dragoning. He doesn't have the horse he used to, but he has had a good season this year, and they're going well at the minute. In the last fortnight, he's had 2 winners from 4 runners, Marcus. And Whisper, I think, has shaped well on a couple of occasions this season. I thought she should have won, probably, definitely at Windsor when she got beaten by Ander Leap. She was given an overconfident ride there earlier in the summer with too much ground to make up, and it was a similar story at Lingfield when she finished second, running on really strongly from an impossible position. You're getting a good price this afternoon because I thought she ran a below par race at Haydock last time out. Joe Fanning was up that day and completely missed the break, which didn't help, never really got into things. Minimal assistance from the saddle there. She's got Marco Gianni taking over this afternoon. She's slipped down the weights a bit for not winning this season. I think she's handicapped to strike now. A good setup, a bit of cut in the ground. She will appreciate the ground drying out. Good to soft, no bother at all to her. She tanked through soft ground at Salisbury last season when it was 1 run too many, just fading at the business end, but she definitely goes on it. And as I say, things are likely to dry out at HQ during the day. Our betting expert value angle selection runs in the 3:20 at Redcar. It's the 2-year-old trophy over 6 furlongs, and I think Uncle Don is the standout candidate here for Richard Fahey. Richard Fahey has hit form as well. He's had 5 winners in the last week. He seemed to win almost every race at Musselburgh midweek. This progressive juvenile looked a very unlucky loser, a valuable air-listed contest last time out, hampered leaving the stalls, left with far too much ground to make up and running on really strongly to take a closing second behind that useful one of Richard Hughes, Star of Maymas. As I say, the yard's in form. Oisin Orr rode a 4-timer at Musselburgh in the week. There's loads more to come from Uncle Don after just 3 career starts, and this race is typical. It's a huge field, but I don't think there's that many realistic contenders in the form book. The remaining 6 races on ITV, we'll do them in time order. Over to Ascot for the Rouse Stakes at 150, a 5 furlong sprint. Well, Beautiful Diamond's been a terrific advert for Carl Burke, kept busy since the spring. She's won 3 times now. She didn't perform to her best behind Bradsell in the Group 1 at the Curragh last time out, but she's still shaped nicely racing up the centre of the track, and I think she can bounce back to winning form. This is a huge drop in class under Clifford Lee. Over to Newmarket for the Auction Stakes at 205, over 6 furlongs. Again, a Carl Burke one here. Invincible Anise, well, she's been on the go as well. I think she's run 10 times, pretty remarkable. She ran a career best, I thought, when third in a really good nursery at Hamilton last time out, and I think the step up in trip here to 6 furlongs will definitely suit her. She's liable to be a pretty big price, I would imagine. Over to Ascot for the 225, the Cumberland Lodge, over 1 mile 4. Well, Al Arzi has been a revelation this season. He was called a few names by punters in the past. He's a smooth traveller, but he's showed a lot more resolution this season to win twice impressively. He's still fresh. He's got Kieran Fallon booked, and this looks a pretty weak renewal of this Group 3 prize. Over to Newmarket for the Sun Chariot at 240, over 1 mile. I like See the Fire here, who comes from a yard. Andrew Balding, who just dominated the summer on the turf. He's had 7 winners in the last fortnight, Andrew, and this progressive performer really impressed me when winning at York last time out over 1 mile 1. He's got plenty of speed. I don't think he'll mind a bit of cut in the ground, and things should continue to dry out at Ascot. So, but good to soft ground with Murphy booked. I think See the Fire is the value in the race at around 5-1. 3 o'clock at Ascot, the Ben Goch Stakes, a 6 furlong contest. Well, this looks tailor-made for a day in Devon, who's a thoroughly likeable performer for Rod Millman. She's got a terrific attitude under pressure. She's got loads of early pace and keeps pulling out extra. Jason Hart is a really eye-catching booking, and I think he'll be positive from the stalls. And finally, back to Ascot for a fiendishly difficult Heritage handicap at 335, over 7 furlongs. I've kept it simple here. Fresh runs at every single Ascot meeting and always runs well. He finally delivered what he's been threatening to all season here last time out over 6 furlongs. He's up to 7 here. He's up a few pounds in the weights, but that's neither here in or there. Danny Tudhope knows him well. He'll be weaving his way through late. With any luck in running, he must go close and perhaps look for bookmakers offering extra places because he always gives his running at this track. Best of luck with all 8 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.